Hello guys, today's video is about a wizard build called the Molten Prodigy spec. This build was inspired by Moses, the cool streamer guy, Moses underscore 2265. Give him a follow guys, he's a cool guy. Okay, let's go through the build then. It's all about spamming meteor shower basically, and you can just place infinite arcane power while you're doing it. And it's really good for smashing out trash and all that good stuff. So let's go through the build itself. Okay, this is what generates your power, guys. It's a shock pulse living lightning. Basically, you spam this. You spam this as you're blasting your meteors. You alternate between the two buttons, and as you're hitting the mobs, you'll get arcane power and crit, and lets you spam loads and loads of meteors. It's really cool. Okay, meteor shower. Unleash a volley of 7 smaller meteors that each strike for 104% weapon damage as fire. Okay, so basically you can spam it basically. Once you get the power going, it's really sweet. Okay, ice armor crystallize. Whenever you're struck by a melee attack, your armor is increased by 20% up to 3 times. 60% extra armor. Makes you very tanky. It's really sweet. Diamond skin crystal shell. What you want to do with this, guys, as your arcane power and crit, you're refreshing your spells very quickly because of critical mass. So you want to cycle this as soon as it's up, okay? So it gives you an extra 21,000 hit points on top of your current hits as well. So it's just like a little shield basically. So as soon as it's up, pop it as your DPS in, it will keep you alive. And the same for teleport safe passage. As you're fighting big hordes of monsters, obviously you use it to dodge like things like charge beasts in Act 1 Fields of Misery. And but after 4 seconds, you teleport, you receive 30% less damage. So with ice armor, diamond skin, and this, you take a lots and lots reduced damage. It works really well. For your healing, it's a magic weapon, blood magic. Attacks recover 1.5% of damage caused as life. So basically, it's life steal, 1.5 life steal. It's really sweet. For passive is glass cannon, increases all damage done by 15%, but increases armor resistance by 10%. Don't worry too much about that, it's fine. Galvanizing ward increases the duration of your armor spells by 120 seconds and gives you a bit of life regen as well, which is really sweet. So lots less downtime with armor spells and things like that. And of course, critical mass. This is key to the build. Critical chance basically reduces your cooldowns by 1 second for all your spells. Okay. For gear, guys, I'm using my life steal attack speed critical damage sword here. With it's got a ruby now. I should be using emerald, but we've got ruby there at the moment. I'm opted for ice climbers. You can go Zuni Master boots as well with high vit, high intelligence, and maybe all res or pickup radius, whatever you would fancy. I put these on because I want to be a bit more tanky because my gear ain't awesome. I could do MP9 quite comfortably. My res is okay, but yes, I opted for those boots there. Make sure you get a vit roll on there and high intel as well, and preferably movement speed. I was quite lucky to get 12 movement speed boots here. I've opted for Inner's legs here, 195 and Vitality legs, possible with 200 of it. Those that are dying a bit too much with this spec, you can change this to dual socketed Blackthorn legs as well. And you also gain a bit of life on hit, which helps, and you'll gain a lot more vitality and armor and all that sort of good stuff and life percent. For my ring, I've got a nice armor Zunimas Poxy with crit chance and average damage, witching hour, high intel, vital roll, high critical damage, high life percent. I'm using the Unity ring here with critical damage on top of it. I also like using Unity because it gives you a bit of life on hit as well, which is quite nice. Trifecta tanky gloves here, not too bad. High intel, bit of vit, not bad gloves. Nice tanking shoulders, high intelligence, high vit, all resistance and armor. I'm using the crit mempo here with almost capped intel, and I've got a nice cheeky ruby in there. You can change the ruby to a vitality gem if you're dying too much. I just like the ruby for the extra EXP. I'm also using a Talrash chestplate with an armor roll. You can use a Zunimaster chestplate as well. If you find you're dying a bit too much, just put Zunimaster in and get like all res and higher base stat rolls, which would be pretty sweet. For the necklace, I'm using a Talrash Allegiance, which is sweet. So my fire skills deal 3% extra fire damage, and of course this is fire damage, isn't it? So extra 3% on the meteors, which is nice because it's a 2-part bonus between the chest and the amulet. For the bracelet, I've gone for crafted, high intel, vitality, all res and crit as usual. And of course, what's key to the build as well is the Chanter's Force. You want high average damage, get at least 450 average damage, guys. At least 9 APOC, arcane power on crit for it as well. And if you can, try and get the last bonus for meteor damage as well. I wasn't lucky and I got this one for arcane orb. But if you can, try and get one for meteor as well. It's a pretty good build, guys. It works really well. And I'm on 2,706k DPS, 276k, it's not too bad. Right, let's show it in action then, man. So make sure you got your buffs up, as always. And basically, the rotation is you want to first open up with Shock Pulse, get those into the mobs, which will generate Arcane Parry, then just bomb the living crap out of them, Meteor. And if you start getting in trouble, you can use your teleport to have 30% less damage. And just remember to cycle Diamond Skin. Okay, I've got a little crypt here, so let's pop into this crypt. And I'll show you how it works. It's very, very cool, man, especially if you've got a lot of mobs around you. And it just owns, man. You see, just cycling between the mobs. And it just obliterates everything. Oh my god. It's so cool, man. I really do like this build. Let's pull a few more around. Meant to use safe passage here and there to... As you see, it's pretty filthy, man. I'm doing MP9 at the moment. MP9's about right for the DPS I've got. And just because you're critting so much because of Living Lightning and because of the meteors as well, your the cooldowns on these spells here just go so quickly. You know what I mean? Just go quickly. Remember, I've got ice armor here as well, and let's put my armor up to 5,800 armor, which is significant damage reduction as well. It's very, very nice. Just make sure all these buffs are up all the time. And cycle that diamond skin because it doesn't last long. It only lasts 5 seconds. Just cycle left and right mouse button for your DPS, and cycle diamond skin and safe passage if you need to. Let's pull through these. So you can just absolutely obliterate them. Holy shit! It's so cool, man. It's a really good, fun build actually. If you want a build that's a bit more involved, do you know what I mean? Archon, like for instance, my last video on the Archon Wizard, it's very effective, but if you want to be a bit more involved with what you're doing rather than just holding down a few buttons, you know what I mean? This one is a bit more, yeah, you have to use your brain power a bit more, you have to cycle things, but it does kill very, very quick. It's a very, very quick killing build. Let's make sure our buffs are up. You can tell I can teleport now to pull back a little bit if I want to. These decayers can hit really, really hard sometimes. Actually, if you're not careful, they can surprise kill you. And it's a beautiful build, guys. It's very, very, very cool and entertaining to use as well, man. It's very fun. I really do like using this build. It's cool as hell. I love that teleport, man. That teleport is awesome. Wow. So I did a little mistake there. I should have cycled. That's those random stumblers I was telling you about. And sometimes they can nail the crap out of you, and I forgot to cycle my diamond skin down, and they hit me quite hard. I was like, oh fuck, sort of thing. But yeah, just as long as you spam in Living Lightning, you're just cycling between Living Lightning and your meteorites. You know what I mean? You're just gonna chuck out tons of fireballs, man. It's just fun to see. If you've got a lot of mobs on the screen, you can really pump out some crazy DPS on this build. It's really, really fun, man. Oh! There we go. To be honest, Living Lightning just on its own is really, really sweet. Okay, guys, let's go over to the gear then. Okay, so I'm using a Lifesteal Blade here with quick damage and socket. I should be using Emerald, really, for the extra DPS, because higher crit is better with Emerald. You don't have to use a Lifesteal Blade. You can just use a Chanter's Wheel Wand with a socket. Make sure it's got at least 9 APOC, all that usual stuff. And if you're using a wand, change your helm to a Stormcrow with crit, and we'll see as much life on hit, as much as possible. So you don't have to use that blade. You can go wand and Stormcrow. Might affect your DPS a bit, but overall it'll be absolutely fine. And yeah, there you go. So yeah, try to get your all res at least to 600, preferably you want 700 all res. Tried to get up to 50 crit. I'm a little bit shy. I'm on 48.50, but it's fine. I mean, it's fine. I'm doing fine on this. And my attack percent was 2.27, which is fine as well. And there you go, guys. Molten Prodigy spec inspired by Moses underscore 2265. Give him a follow. Enjoy the build, guys. It's very, very good for smashing out your Paragon levels and like all that good stuff. And yeah, man, use it while you can, because I believe you can't do this build in Reaper Souls. I'm not 100%, but we can now, man. So use it to smash your levels up. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys all soon. See you guys. Cheers. Bye bye.